Welcome to Easy Fun, a series where I give you gameplay and my first impressions of games that piqued my interest and some new releasing titles. Hi, I'm Shu. I'm relooking at Brain Rot. With the frame slop genre of games reaching its all-time high, Brain Rot at first seems to be just another attempt. But this one seems to bring some surprisingly creative twists. Developed by Beck and Branch Games as their first game, and published by Neem Interactive. Released on August 7th, it mixes mechanics of physics-based scavenging, roguelite progression like Rebel, and underground exploration with an elevator like Galatka, topping off with a tactical home renovation and a unique art direction that embraces wood and bolts. The game walks between the lines of fun and horror. I played it on PC, my specs are in the description. Right now, it seems to be only available on the Steam store, sitting on an 89% very positive user reviews. What's Brain Rot? Trying to keep it spoiler-free, you start in a house in the middle of what looks like a post-apocalyptic world, where two charismatic NPCs greet and put you to work to restore and upgrade the house as your base of operations, between each run to ride the cursed elevator deep down to the horrors and scavenge for materials. In this game, you play as a living spark, a glowing ethereal orb that can inhabit bodies or vessels made of wood, gears, and wires. So that becomes a state change, where the real end becomes when the health bar of the spark itself runs out for all the players, though you still need a wooden vessel to be able to extract from a level. The title of the game also plays a big role as the Brain Rot, a mysterious black infection, introduces gameplay changes to shake up the run for more fun and chaos. The game can be played solo, but co-op is highly recommended, either with friends or strangers. It has received a public lobby option which was missing at launch. Even now, it's still lacking a text-based communication, so you're stuck to either use in-game voice chat or the emotes, though it might not be the most effective. The gameplay consists in exploring the underground levels that are randomly generated, where you gather or destroy objects and furniture to acquire scraps of different tiers to build other furniture in the same level, helping you run or upgrade your house, the base of operations. Sticking to the underground levels, when you go down the elevator, the game randomly chooses and shows you 3 elements that will be presented on that floor, ranging from good and helping things to more dangerous traps and monsters. You start at level 1. As you progress and successfully extract, the level number goes up and so the difficulty. The levels themselves can be varied but always maze-like, from vintage walls and wood floors to stone bunkers, hideouts, and more. You are dropped in without a minimap, so be ready to memorize the hallways or you won't be just losing your friends, but yourself too. Luckily, you're not going to be alone for long, because there are others that you can meet down there, although they might not be very friendly. Yes, patrolling the hallways and rooms are other scrappers that has lost themselves to the Brain Rot and now corrupted, ready to take you down for some extra pieces when they see you or hear you. They come in a variety of visuals and mechanics. For example, one of the enemy can be slow but heavy hitting, another one that only comes at you when you're not looking, and so on. I can say that there are enough variety to make each run feel different. You may run and hide, but you can also attack back, either with your fists or tools and weapons once you have enough scraps to buy them from the shop at the base. Some weapons can be found in the map or dropped by enemies. Aside from them, there can be traps and contraptions that can harm you if you're not very agile. Lastly, the Brain Rot acts as corruption. The more you're exposed to it, the more glitches happen to your character, affecting your own proximity voice to the other players. And when the meter fills up to the max, it causes your body to puke or explode a cloud of gas. Both can corrupt and damage everything around you. Once you are satisfied and not taken by your greed, you may return to the elevator with the scraps you have collected by destroying items and furniture or grinding them in special locations, exchanging for yellow and purple scraps. Each level does require a set amount of yellow scraps to be inserted into the elevator before you can escape. When you return to your base, you can also collect wood scraps to repair and build new furniture to upgrade each room of the house to give a certain boost to a stat or effect to all players permanently. For example, higher level stamina or better tools and weapons in the shop. This is where Brain Rot separates itself with the other similar games of this genre, where decorating and customizing your base to your liking not only is creative, it's also strategic and effective, helping you in the next run. Oh yeah, the game also offers customization to your main body. The characters felt good to control, movements carry some weight, and the physics for objects can be a little floaty and janky sometimes, like other games of this nature. I do wish the hallways would be slightly wider because they can feel a little cramped to move when there are multiple players or moving some bigger objects. Overall, by having some permanent buffs, you won't lose everything when you reset the run. This progression style the developers came up with is very refreshing. The NPCs give you some dialogue options adding lore to the world, and the tutorial, which didn't take too long to complete. They introduce you to the main mechanics of the game while also keeping you going by giving some quests and liveliness with their fun personalities and good voice acting. Another good note in my opinion are some of the other tips and tricks are found in the game as you play and look around, encouraging exploration. Throughout my gameplay, I didn't encounter any major bugs or glitches. The game ran smoothly. I did find sometimes enemies stopped on a corner or a halfway, or some physics acting out when too many things were put together. The art style is definitely a highlight, being fun and dark in some areas of the map. It feels like a cartoonish sci-fi world. In comparison, the sounds of the game are serviceable. There can be some improvements to them. For example, more ambient noises, more sound cues from enemies when they are close, and the proximity chat with players is missing that immersion and clarity that games like Rebel offers. Another small thing that I would like to add is the interaction between objects and enemies. When you smack an enemy with an object, I'm never sure if I'm doing damage to the item or the enemy, or both. But where the game makes up to the lows is the unique gameplay mechanics like the body swapping and permanent upgrades with a touch of gacha-like system when unlocking new furniture. Before the final verdict, I would like to mention that the game, although it's not in early access, it is still incomplete, but the developers, which seems to be a team of two, are rolling out many updates for the game and have presented a roadmap. So, is this game for everyone? I think if you like games of this genre and have friends to play with, then I recommend it. Even though it's not fully complete yet, it still offers a lot of content for the value price of $9.99. But if you're a little unsure about it, then I recommend you to wait for a few more updates to roll out. Finally, is it fun? I say yes, and I will be back to play more later. And that was my personal opinion. What about you? Leave me a comment, I would like to know what you think. If you liked this video, leave a like, I really appreciate it. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe, that will mean a lot. I won't spam you with videos because I'm doing this all by myself, but with your support, I'll be able to keep making more. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.
We will build something great together.